Hello, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the very first episode of Valley Deep series. My name is Victor and this video is about the clown prince of crimes himself, the Joker. So since the Joker made his first appearance in comic book and movies, they have never specified his story, his backstory, his origin, how he was created and why he is insane. So it has been quite a mystery throughout the years in comic books because no one knows who the Joker is, what his real name, why is he nuts, how did he become like this. I mean, come to think of it, it's even kind of scary. So this is my top 7 series of Joker's creation. So my number 7 series is that the Joker might have been a villain called the Red Mask who went nuts. Because in Batman the animated series, we saw a villain who was fighting Batman named the Red Mask. And the Red Mask had a confrontation with Batman in a chemical factory, and he got pushed into a large tank of chemical by Batman by accident. And since then, we have never heard about the Red Mask again. But then, after that incident, we saw the Joker coming to become the arch nemesis of the Batman. And since that is the reason why I think the Joker might have been the Red Mask, because the Red Mask is not your typical villain kind of person. He is kind of strange and a little off, but not as nuts as Joker, of course. But when he was pushed into the large tank of chemical by Batman, he might have survived, but it might have did something to him. It might have mutated him or something. It might have done something to turn him crazy, drove him insane, and then when the Red Mask came out of that tank of chemical, he might have put on a clown face because he's insane and stuff, and he became a villain, an even greater villain, of course, and he came after Batman for revenge. So this is my number 7 series. I don't know if this is true, but of course it's a theory. That's why. And number 6, the Joker might be a demon who possessed a person. So this theory is a plausible theory because the Joker is really strange. So strange that it's not human. Because how could a person possibly reach that kind of insanity? Because the Joker surpassed the limit of anyone's insanity. Because how have you ever thought of one person who is that crazy except the Joker? I mean, it's just impossible for a person to be that nuts. I mean, so this person might have been possessed by a demon, and the demon might have caused him to become insane, and he put on a clown mask and became a villain in Gotham. And he went after Batman because Batman's a hero and stuff. So this theory might be plausible. And number 5 is that the Joker might have been an old war veteran serving in the US Army. So within the second Dark Knight movie, the one performed by Christian Bale, we saw the Joker making his appearance in the Batman movie again. So, but in here, the Joker seems very familiar with weapons. Like he's a pro at handling any weapon, from OPGs to guns to assault rifles. So here, so this might be possible that the Joker is an old war veteran who suffered some kind of trauma while he was in the battlefield. He was injured, probably shot in the head, and survived, and it must have done something to him. He might have suffered from some kind of depression and stress, or probably some kind of sickness that drove him insane in the field of battle. And they sent him back to America, and he probably already insane. He killed his family and stuff and became a villain in Gotham. So this is also a theory that I quite agree on, and I think you agree too, because if you watch the Dark Knight movie, The Dark Knight Rises, you'll see by yourself. And number 4 is that the Joker might have been a robot. I mean, the Joker could be a robot because we saw Joker taking blows that normal persons just can't survive. I mean, he was shot in the heart, hit by he was hit by Superman, and he was ran over by the Batman, but he still survived. So, I mean, uh, he, it could be true that the Joker might be a robot. I mean, how could someone be that crazy and tough? I mean, after all, throughout these years, we only see Joker died once, and he committed suicide in front of Batman, and Batman burned him. But then, in that time, in the animated series, we saw that the corpse of the Joker took quite some time to burn. So, if he's a real person, he would have dissolved. His body would burn much quicker, but it didn't. And and that was the only time that we see the Joker died because he committed suicide after he lost to Batman. So this is quite possible. And number 3, this might be the most accepted theory of the creation of the Joker, because that he is a normal family man who drowned and his family died, but he survived. And this might have traumatized him and drove him insane. And he might, after that instant that his family drowned, but he survived, he might have came out and suffered from a sickness and drove him insane. I mean, this theory is the most accepted theories that fans have come up with about the Joker, but we still don't know. And number 2, Joker was created by the Flash. I know what you're thinking, like, what? I mean, it does kinda sounds ridiculous, but we see in the story of Flash, he once ran so fast, went to a black hole, and he ended up rebooting history itself. So back then we did not see the Joker, but then after that, the Flash rebooted history and might have created the Joker by accident without knowing it. So what do you think? And number 1, insanity. I know, of course, insanity, the Joker and stuff. But taking a look back here at a different movie, do you watch the movie Inside Out? Yeah, I'm seriously talking about Inside Out right now, because in Inside Out, the movie, the Pixar animated movie, we saw that a person has her senses in the head with its joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust. And the Joker doesn't seem to have any of that. He seems to just have insanity. So in Joker's case, he might have had another extra feeling, which is insanity. And insanity might have come up after all his other feelings, after he was traumatized with insanity. These new feelings that appeared in his head might have killed all his other feelings. He might have killed joy, he might have killed sadness, he might have killed fear, he might have killed disgust, he might have killed anger. So we see that the Joker does not have any of those feelings that a normal person have. He doesn't feel sad, he doesn't feel happy, he doesn't feel disgust, he doesn't feel anger, he doesn't feel nothing except just crazy, just insane. So this makes sense, a lot of sense, because the Joker seems to have only one feeling, which is just crazy. So what do you think? What do you agree? Like this video, view this video, share this video, subscribe, help me get more subscribers, come on. So this is Valley Deep series.
Why so serious?